Previously on ITW.
You can't make it? I'm R.B. Harrison. I'm flying solo today, my partner. As a resource for your students where they can get documents and videos. Let's start at Grand Oaks Elementary with their math facilitator, Jen Saraki. How you doing? Better in the classroom. So it is a website. It says it's www.
I bet he passed out. Oh well, time to go scan.
Welcome everybody to another edition of ITW, the show that helps you incorporate technology. DNA, back here with you guys with another episode where we're going to help show you guys some new tools that you can use for your classroom. So we have a great show for them ready for today. We're going to talk about digital citizenship. It's a good topic. You may not think it's important, but you want to stay tuned. There's some good information about digital citizenship that we want to make sure you guys are aware of. We're also going to be talking about Digital Learning Day that is coming up. That's February 4th. We're going to be doing February 5th. Sorry, February 5th. I meant February 5th. Right. I'm sorry, David. Head is bothering me for some reason. But I'm glad to have you back. I just wanted to see how was your trip? How was your ski trip that I saw?
I had a lot of work to do, man.
Leaving me hanging, David. What happened on the ski trip?
It was work related, man.
Work related. Didn't look work related on Twitter, but. Anyway, we'll get to that later. We're going to introduce a new technology. I'm going to introduce David to the Razor, but while I do that, you guys stay tuned for this edition of ITW.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
All right, here we are, guys, talking about digital citizenship with you today. So you're probably sitting there watching this great video, saying to yourself, DNA, why do I care about digital citizenship, and why do I need to worry about teaching it to my students?
Right, and see, what I would say to that is, number one, if their students don't get it here, where else are they going to get it? Mm-hmm. They're not going to get it in college. They're not going to get it from their friends. You know, chances.
At their job?
Yeah, at their job.
They're not going to stop their job and go to digital citizenship?
That's not a part of their training or wherever they do with their job. They're going to expect that to be already a part of that person's life when they get there. So it's important for us to make sure that we show them what being a good digital citizen means, because they're not going to get anywhere else. The other important part is protection. You know, these are our kids. They're young, wide age ranges for all of our students. We want to make sure they understand what happens when they go on social media or when they're pulling information off the internet. What all the implications of that is, maybe good or bad, but it's important for them to understand what that is. Yeah. So we want to protect them.
We do, and guys, the way digital citizenship is broken down into 9 elements. We're trying to make it a little bit simpler. Yeah. We're going to break it down into 3 pillars, right? So we got 3 pillars, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Aretha Franklin came up with this first pillar because it's called RESPECT.
That's right. Find out what it means to me.
That's it.
So when it comes to respect, we're kind of talking about digital etiquette, respecting yourself as well as respecting other people. So we want to teach them what that means. There's also laws out there. There's a SIPA, COPA, and a FERPA law out there, and we want our students to respect those as well.
Yeah, this kind of hit me the other day. Mm-hmm. I had my laptop sitting out on the counter, and so I guess someone came in and opened it up, and one of my good friends, Kayla, she came up to me and said, David, hey, someone, you were sending me these comments on iMessage, and I was like, hold on a second, I didn't. So someone actually got into my computer and started sending her messages. Yeah, it was really weird.
Wow. Oh man, I got so much work to do. I gotta hurry up and get caught up. Get on this computer. Oh, David still has his messaging up. Oh, there's Kayla. Hey, sweet thing. How you doing?
All right, guys, the second of the 3 pillars is inform. Don't think Aretha had anything to do with this one, but what it does have to do with is making sure our students are aware.
Right. We want to make sure that when they're pulling up papers and looking for information, we want to make sure that they understand things like plagiarism. We don't want them to pull up things and just copy and paste stuff from other people's papers. We want to make sure that they also know about copyright laws. There's a lot of different things that can go into it, but those are just a few examples of things that you could inform your students about. The last one was protection.
Yep.
We want to make sure that we are protecting our students. We have a wide age range of students here, so we want to make sure that we protect them. They're signing up for these different kinds of social media things, that their information might be collected. They should know that kind of information. How is it being used? What information is being collected?
Yeah.
So,
I know with protecting, I know one way you protect yourself is by passwords.
yeah.
And, it seems like now everyone's got emails and Twitter and social media and all these different passwords they have to keep track
Right.
of. And some of them mean numbers and capital letters and so on and so forth. Well, you want to make sure that you come up with a good password.
Right.
So you don't want to use the same password for everything. So making sure that you guys come up with a good password, make sure you don't use the word password. I
Right.
think that is the most commonly
Exactly.
used password. So
Right, and the other thing, the funny thing is, I've been kind of affected by this as well. I met someone online. I was really great friends with it, and
Really?
it turns out it wasn't her. It was probably some guy. And I tell you what, when I find that guy, he is in for a world of hurt.
man, feel bad for that guy.
Yeah.
Hey Aubrey, it's Melanie. Oh man, I can't believe he actually fell for it. He thinks I'm a girl on here. Wow, he sure is going to be pissed. Alright guys, we've just finished talking about the 3 pillars of digital citizenship. So now you understand what digital citizenship is and why it's important to your students. So now we want to give you some great tools that'll help you out in the classroom. The first one we want to talk about is Creative Commons Search. And what this does is you and your students can search any topic, whether it's videos or images, whatever it is, things that you can actually use and
Right.
put on the web.
Another good tool that you can use is called Jamendo. I may not be pronouncing that right, but it's a music resource that you can use that you can put into your different products, whether it be a website or a presentation. Because you can't just go and put any Lady Gaga song and just throw it in there
Jay-Z?
and just let it play.
Luke
No,
Bryan?
nothing like that. But in Jamendo, you can use anything they have there. All theirs, and it's a free resource. There's an app on the iPad that you can use for it, but it's a great tool to get some music that you can use in some of your products.
Great.
And I think that the last one we wanted to mention to you guys is there's a lot of different learning management systems. There's Edmodo, there's Schoology, there's Gaggle, and these are some great places to practice digital citizenship. Great places where you can talk to your students about communication, chatting, proper email etiquette. Great starters for theirs.
Yeah, Gaggle actually has when the students first log into Gaggle, and you can whoever's the Gaggle administrator at your school, you can have it set up where the students actually watch a video and take some. It's not really a quiz, but they just answer some questions on digital citizenship. So that can really back you up.
Right.
When you guys use Gaggle.
And it's a good resource. But another place where you can always go is right here. We're holding a digital citizenship professional development on February 18th. You can go to MyPD and you can search for us where the next digital citizenship PD is, run off my words, but this is a great place where you can find out more information. We got a great presentation to show you guys more about digital citizenship, so come check us out on February 18th.
Guess what's coming up, Aubrey?
What's that?
We got Digital Learning Day in a few days.
That's right.
It is February 5th.
Yep.
Okay. It's a national campaign to get our students to learn about their digital environment.
Right, and we got some great things going on here at CMS. I have to give credit where credit was due. We have one of our specialists, Alana Jones, came up with this great idea to get central office staff members into the schools to assist teachers with Digital Learning Day.
That's great.
So some of you who have signed up for Digital Learning Day, you're going to have central office staff members like myself, and we'll be there to just provide whatever assistance that we can. It was a great idea. First of all, thank you, Alana, for that idea. I have to give her credit. But I know somebody like me, I can't wait to go into a classroom and just assist and see what they're doing and see how kids are learning with the technology.
If you guys get Aubrey in your classroom, take tons of pictures. I can't wait to see this. But last year, my school participated in Digital Learning Day.
Right.
What we did is we brought Druid Hills Elementary. They're right down the road, probably less than a mile away. So they came over, and we broke our teachers, paired up with we had 2 teachers, and they were given about 10 students each, and they planned an entire lesson. So we had a science lesson, we had an English lesson, a math lesson, and the Druid Hill students were divided into groups before they came, and then they just went around to the different classrooms learning about digital citizenship as well as certain content areas. And I'll tell you what, my staff, I'm going to give my Performance Learning Center staff a shout out. They did an amazing job last year, but I'm sure there's a ton of other schools that did great jobs as well. So we want to hear about what you guys do this year.
Right, so please, anything that you guys are doing, we would love to have some pictures and see what's going on. Maybe we can put this on our next episode. You can send us your pictures. You can tweet them to us at CMS to the core, or you can send it to us via email, itw@cms.k12.nc.us. So don't hesitate. Please send your pictures of whatever you're doing for Digital Learning Day.
Especially if Aubrey's in your room.
So, David, before we finish today's show, I want to make sure that we go back and address the giveaways that we're doing. Remember, we are giving away 2 $100 Apple Volume vouchers to 2 teachers that can send us a really quick app of the week, maybe an app that you are using with your class regularly, something that your students are using for their learning. We want to make sure that we give you guys those volumes for whatever you guys turn in. But we want to give you guys a deadline for that. It's going to be February 5th. Yeah. February 5th. Please turn in those app of the weeks to us, and we will select the winners and get that information back to you. But please, if you have any questions, you can send us an email. But we want to make sure that you guys have that deadline February 5th for the app of the week.
This is a great way to get your class to collaborate.
Right.
Get your students together, maybe extra credit, get them to collaborate together so maybe they can, do their favorite web tool, favorite app, whatever you use in the classroom. Anyway, that's going to just about do it for this week's edition of ITW. Make sure you guys send us your questions, your comments, any feedback to our Twitter, and that's at CMS to the core, or you can send us email, and that's itw@cms.k12.nc.us. So we'd love to get any information that you guys want to give to us, because we're here to help you guys. So thanks again for tuning in, and make sure you guys tune in next week for another edition of ITW.